Allusion and illusion are two interesting words. Both words are spelled almost the same with the exception of one letter, A and I. Also, they are different in meaning. Friends, this video explains the meaning of these two words, their verb forms, and how to use them in sentences. So continue watching the video till the end. Hi, I am archanakalele from Good to Excellence. We are your online partner to learn IELTS, PT, TOEFL, CELPIP and English communication. Call us on the displayed number for your learning needs. And also, don't forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel. So let's start these two words in our vocabulary magic series, allusion and illusion. They are nouns and have a common origin. The Latin word ludere, meaning to play, but they are different in meaning. First, we will take the word allusion. Allusion is an indirect reference to something or someone else. References may be historical, mythological, literary, cultural, and religious. We will check in the example to understand it. You'd better complete your work or the office will turn into Kurukshetra. Referring to the battlefield of Mahabharata. Now, look at his attitude. He thinks he is a Romeo. You all know who is Romeo. He is Shakespeare's hero. We can make allusions to famous or popular figures like politicians, film stars, sportsmen. I will give you an example. He became Dhoni on the pitch. So what we want to refer here? That he is as good cricketer as Dhoni. Verb form of allusion becomes to allude. These were allusions in sentences. Think of allusions as references to people or incidents. Let us find out how to use the word allusion and to allude in sentences. As we said earlier, an allusion is an indirect reference. So, we try to replace the term reference in sentences with allusion. He made constant allusions to his poverty-stricken past. Now, we will use the word to allude. He never failed to allude to Sonia's indifference towards him. If you notice, allusion and allude are combined with preposition to. So, while using these words, make sure you do not use preposition about, which is a common mistake. I hope that the meaning of allusion is clear. Now, let's look at the word illusion. An illusion is a noun, which means something that deceives the eyes or the mind. An illusion is something that appears to be different from what it really is. A good example of a natural illusion is a mirage, which is commonly seen in deserts. What does it mean by mirage? It is a body of water appears to be where there actually is no water. Have you experienced it? Another example of illusion is magic tricks. This you must have seen. Pulling scarves out of a hat where there are supposed to be none. Joining cut ends of rope with no joint visible. Sawing a person in half. And we sit in shock in our chairs to see what will happen next. And these are all the examples of magicians' popular tricks. All these are nothing but illusions to make us believe that what we see is true. This is done by special props, mirrors and quick movements of hands called sleight of hand. The hand deceives the eye to produce illusion. Now we will see this picture. This is a picture of a pencil dipped in a cup of water. It appears broken due to refraction of light. So this is an example of an optical illusion. I will show you one more picture. This is a painting which many of us have seen before in social media platforms. It is a scene of a shepherd tending sheep with the countryside in the background. It has been skillfully painted to look like there is a face in the picture. If you look closely, there is no face. It's just an optical illusion. Interesting, isn't it? Illusions are also mistaken concepts or beliefs. Let us look at a few examples of illusion at a mental, emotional, or social level. The picture of happiness that the Jones family projected was just an illusion. He was under no illusion that his wife was not the meek homemaker she portrayed herself to be. Mrs. Brown's aggressive behavior was just an illusion. She was actually a kind-hearted soul. James' flashy clothes and fancy car projected an illusion of wealth. Now, let's look at another related word very briefly. Disillusion. What is disillusion? The opposite of illusion? Not quite, but it is related. Disillusion is a verb which means to remove all false beliefs and show something in its true light. This, in fact, means removing an illusion to disenchant. It is the revelation of an unpleasant truth leading to disappointment and loss of faith. We will check in the sentences. I don't want to disillusion you, but John is not the good friend you think he is. Here we used the word as a verb. When he heard the truth, his happiness changed to disillusionment. This is a noun. Charles became a disillusioned man when his best friend ran away with his wife. This is an adjective. Now it's time to test our understanding. I have given you 2 quizzes. In the first quiz, read the sentences and identify which is an allusion and which is an illusion. Pause the video and take the quiz. Now, in this quiz, you have to fill in the blanks with illusion, allusion, disillusion or its forms. Again, you need to pause your video and take this quiz. I am sure you got that right. Now let's briefly revise what we learned. An allusion is an indirect reference to a story or a person we assume people know about, like a mythological or historical character. Tom's brother replied with a Bible-like wit. We can make allusion to popular figures. For example, she thinks she is Shreya Ghoshal. So here we are comparing that how she thinks about her singing. The verb form of allusion is to allude. We can use it in sentence. He never failed to allude to Sonia's indifference towards him. An illusion is a noun that means something that appears to be different from what it really is. Magic shows are examples of an illusion created by a magician. The meaning of illusion is also mistaken concepts or beliefs. An example can be James' flashy clothes and fancy cars projected an illusion of wealth. Disillusion is a verb that means to remove all false beliefs and show something in its true light. Disillusionment is a noun and disillusioned is an adjective. These words can be quite confusing, but I hope your doubts are cleared. Keep practicing sentences with these words and confusion will be just an illusion. And yes, before signing off, don't forget to like and share our video, subscribe to our channel and press that bell icon to get notified. Take care and until next time, this is signing out.